Hello, everyone. Welcome to my screen again. We are looking to dive right into our Sunday market breakdown for the coming week. Obviously, on my right, you can see my watch list and the pairs I'm looking to just have a go at this week. Worst case scenarios. Personally, I'm not trading for the week because I'm done trading for the year, but I'm obviously going to be dropping these videos. I'm going to drop for this week and next week, then I close out for the year, as December is personally for me not the best month for trading. So without any further ado, let's jump right into this video, second episode of our Sunday market breakdown. So on my chart here, we have the dollar index, the DXY, or anyhow you want to call it. So obviously we are bullish, long term bullish, but we're a bit short term bearish, very, very short term bearish. So on this pair, we've obviously broken to the upside. We came back down for a retest. And what we had in that retest was this nice accumulation phase in what we call a fake out flag or a descending channel. After the fake out phase, we broke out. We're coming back down for a retest, and we're looking for price to push all the way back to the upside and continuing its bullish momentum. Obviously, we are reacting off this good area of support or demand, either way you want to call it. So we'll move to the weekly time frame to get a clearer picture of what price is trying to do. So obviously we had this nice one touch, two touch, three touch of the trend line here in this descending channel, which is a reversal pattern. As soon as that was done, we pushed all the way to the upside. And what we are doing right now is a relief. So we had this push and we have this relief phase. So we're relieving all the way to the downside, coming back to these good areas here of demand to grab, power or momentum to be able to push all the way to the upside. Obviously, if you look nicely as well, we have a nice reversal pattern here where we have shoulder one, we have head and a possible shoulder 2 around here for an inverse head and shoulder, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So we have price has created shoulder 1 here, we have head, we're expecting shoulder 2. Personally, for me, this is the best type of head and shoulders to trade, where the neckline around here has already been broken, so that gives you an indication that the bulls are well in place in market. So it tells you that there's a lot of bullish strength in the market. So obviously we are short term bearish on this pair. And why do I say so? We have this high and we have this low. So we need price to get to the minus 27 fib completion of this particular bearish move before we start looking for long opportunities. And if you also look left, we always encourage traders to always look left. It's very important to see what price has done in the past, so that you know what price wants to do in the future. If you look around here, we have this nice institutional candle at this good zone. If you also look down here, price has reacted off this level before, pushed all the way to the upside. Price broke above this level, reacted, push all the way to the upside. So I'm expecting price to come down to this level, react, and start pushing all the way to the upside. So if we go on the daily time frame still, we'll be able to see price a lot more clearer. Last week when we called it on our previous video, we said price was going to react off of this zone, and which price did. As soon as price did, price melted all the way to the downside throughout last week. So I apologize for any background noise you might be getting right now. It's a bit noisy on a Sunday. So we've gotten that first move where price created this leg one, leg two, leg three, leg four, then pushed to the downside. So we obviously have another bearish phase forming where we have a leg one, leg two, leg three, leg four around here. So if you take our fib from this low to this high, price has come for deeper retracement. However, we've reacted very nicely here. The reaction is great. We've had a good reaction inside this Fibonacci kill zone, and we closed the last day of the week, which was Friday last week, bearish with a good rejection candle. I'm expecting price to melt all the way down to the minus 68 before we start pushing all the way to the upside. So with this DXY analysis, you can use this across other correlated pairs like your Euro USD, GBP USD, and just pairs relating to the USD in particular. So we're expecting price to, after this reaction, come all the way down here, then bolt all the way to the upside, give us a retest, continuation, and whatnot. So there is also a possibility that we might see price just rally from here, and this is also within the monthly and weekly zones as well. We can see price just rally from here, and we can also take the longs or shorts across other pairs as well. So as we can see on the 4 hour time frame, we had this swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. We made another swing high, and now price has reacted with this bullish engulfing, which tells me that price is most likely bearish for the whole of next week. So without any further ado, let's move on to the next pair. That's 5 minutes on DXY. So NZDCAD, on this particular pair, we missed our entry just by 1 pip, but I'm expecting this pair to be very, very bullish going into um going into next year as well, because obviously we're coming from this nice push phase, inverse head and shoulder. We have this nice bull flag, we've broken out of it, and we've just been going all the way to the upside. So this is one of my favorite pairs at the moment. I'm looking to catch entries on. Obviously I missed my entry last week on this one just by a pip. Very, very frustrating, but what I'm expecting for price to do on this particular pair is continue all the way to the upside, probably get to the minus 27, give me a retest somewhere around here, then push all the way to the upside. Then I'll be content with that. So we are going on to USD CAD. So just as we know, our DXY is looking bearish. So with that being said, we're expecting USD XXX pairs to be bearish as well. So USD CAD is following in the same light as well. Obviously, we are reacting off this premium area of supply on the monthly time frame where we've rejected multiple times, and we're having another rejection again, which is no coincidence. So on the weekly time frame, what we can see is we have this nice trend line. Price has broken out of it, and we're looking for ways just to melt all the way to the downside. So price is looking bearish on the USD CAD for me. On the daily time frame, obviously when you come, it becomes clearer. First touch, second touch, third touch, we broke out of it. We've had a couple of retests on the smaller time frames, and we're melting all the way to the downside. However, just like DXY, where I think we are a bit bullish, this is an area of concern, because right here you have a massive head, you have a shoulder region, and you have another shoulder region for shoulder 2, which is a bullish reversal pattern. So any short positions I'm taking on USD CAD, I'm looking to take them and get out at this zone, then wait for price to do whatever it wants to do. Excuse my French. Whatever it wants to do around this area, either wants to go up or keep melting to the downside. However, we've been presented with a good zone to take this trade on the 4 hour time frame, in my opinion, because obviously we have this leg 1, leg 2, leg 3. So I'm expecting price to pull up all the way to this kill zone and give us an entry to go short. So I will be looking at my entries around here, my stop loss covering the 100 vision. Usually my stop losses are usually very tight, but I would always advise traders now in this period of uncertainty in the market, keep your stop losses as wide as possible. Don't be greedy with your risks to reward. So I'm expecting price to reverse, get all the way up here and push. If we don't have that, that's fine. We can just melt all the way to the downside and start reversing to the upside as well, because we are short-term bearish, long-term bullish. So over to UJ. USDJPY, we call this in the private Discord, obviously active. We almost got taken out just by 1 pip, and miraculously, or let's say by our analysis, market respected our zone, came back down. We are still riding all the way to the downside. We're currently sitting at this 100, this notch region here of this particular pair. I currently do not have any trade for this, except maybe we want to come quickly delete this. We want to move all the way to the upside to test this vision again before we move to the downside. If I start getting some exhaustion candles and relief, then I'll be looking to take this as well. So onto gold. Obviously, you can see the madness we did on gold. We currently running about 11% on the first position, 9% on the second position. That's about 20% on one trade. Obviously, gold is still very bullish. Why is gold bullish? We have a good confluence from our DXY. Whenever the DXY is bearish, we can see that gold is always very bullish. I was expecting price to respect this zone, but obviously we broke above it. We formed a nice flag pattern here. We broke out of the flag pattern very impulsively, and now I'm looking to catch another entry around here. So obviously, I said I wasn't going to trade again this year, but and it looks really juicy. I can't lie. If it comes down to this zone again, I'll be looking to get in, obviously, for gold. So what we have here, let me just quickly show you from the higher time frame, so you know exactly what we are looking at on gold. Obviously, it's always nice to have the top-down analysis in your head to know exactly what price is doing from the higher time frame perspective so that you don't get burnt out in the market. We are currently trading around all-time highs on gold. And this is a very, very tentative zones where I usually do not like to trade because obviously the only history we have on gold here is that price has been here once rejected, price has been here once rejected with a massive wick to the downside. Price is now here again. Price was even here for a third time, rejected. We didn't get a full swing to the downside, but we got a move to the 50% of this bullish range, and we retested, and we're on the up now. So, in my opinion, gold could well be very, very bullish, but we'll see how that goes. So, with that understanding, we understand that gold is bullish. We're looking to capitalize and get entries on the lower time frames like we've done previously. So what we have here right now is a good push. We're expecting an exhaustion phase to right around here before we push all the way to the upside. If it comes back a bit more corrective, I'll be looking to take the trade just like this one. If you look at this, we had a nice push and we had some nice corrective candles in between on the lower time frames. We went all the way to the upside. Same here to push, correction, 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 tapped our entry, pushed all the way to the upside. Let's move over to Euro NZD without wasting any time. So on the weekly time frame, this pair is very, very bearish. As you can see, we're respecting this zone here. Price has been here multiple times, and look at the amount of rejections we've had. We had one, two, massive one here for three, another one here for four with a good fake out. Manipulated a lot of manipulated a lot of buyers here, came back down and whatnot. So right now on the weekly, we are here again. We've tapped and we have broken all the way to the downside. We had this nice trend line where we had it touch, 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 but right now it seems we've broken above it, and price is well and truly bearish on the Euro NZD. We also formed this pattern here, a double top, where we've broken the neckline, and I just see price melting. Even inside this particular trend line, we had this nice ascending channel. We broke out of it, we retested it, we came back here, retested for a double top here, and we're pushing to the downside. So all fingers are pointing downwards for this particular pair. So personally for me, I'm looking to catch this trade like so. We have a nice leg one, leg two, leg three. I'll look for a leg four around here. So taking my fib from this low to this high, I would put my entry in the deeper zones. Obviously, there's a cheat for this. There's a cheat for NZD pairs, which is only available to the private members as well. So if price gets up into this area, my stop loss is going to be wider than this. Obviously, we're in December. I don't want to mess up with my account. I'll be looking for price to get into this particular zone for a nice leg one, leg two, leg three, leg four, push all the way to the downside. NJ, another good pair. I was hoping to get into this last week. The price hasn't come to my entry yet. Just like gold, we are trading on all time, close to all time highs. A very, very tentative vision for me as well. However, we could make a case here with this trend line. See this on the monthly time frame, price has broken out of this trend line. We've had a retest and price could very well be bullish. So that's is confluence number one for me. Confluence number two is the fact that we've been ranging around here. We broke out of the range. We had this nice leg one, leg two, leg three, leg four. Price pushed again, leg one, leg two, again leg one, leg two, leg three, leg four. We had another push again. So I'm expecting another relief to the downside to give me an entry. So what we had last week, we had a good break of structure to the upside around, where's my two? Around here. We had a good break of structure here where markets created a new higher high. So we're coming down now for this new lower low. I'm looking for price to tap into this lower region here because it's an NZD pair once again, where we have this nice institutional candle where price has been acting as support and resistance in the past. Then from there, we go all the way to the upside. Got 5 minutes more. AUDCHF, I don't really think I'll have time to go over the top-down analysis for this, but obviously I'm bearish as you can see. We've broken out of this trend line, and what we have now is price just slowly relieving, and I'm looking to enter this pair around here. For GBP CAD, the same thing. We had ascending channel, a breakout of the ascending channel, looking to retest the ascending channel and push all the way to the downside. Obviously, I do have more detailed videos and breakdowns of these remaining pairs. I couldn't go over the top-down analysis on the Discord group, so you can reach out to us on Instagram at Vertex Trading Capital to be a part and a member going into the new year of the Vertex Trading Capital group. So obviously for GBP CAD, I just want price to come into this good premium zone where we have head, we have shoulder one, expecting another shoulder two. You also have your leg one, leg two, leg three, leg four, which is a pattern within a pattern. It gives you strong confluence to take your trades. So with that being said, we move on to the next pair, which is GBPAUD. I think this is one of the best picks for the week. Save the best for last, as they always say. We have this nice push to the downside on the 4 hour. We've been consolidating in this bear flag formation. We've broken out of the bear flag formation. I'm looking for price now to come to my golden zone of entry, and I'll be looking to get my entry around here. Stop losses covering the 100 region for safety, and looking to ride the trade up onto the minus 68 fib completion, taking partials around my north region, minus 27 region, and full closure at the minus 68. So with that being said, this is my Sunday market breakdown. I'll be posting this by 12 a.m. Nigerian time. So when I post this up, try to watch it just before the London session and see which of the pairs you can obviously capitalize on. I'm yours truly, unknown. So stay safe, everyone, and trade with risk management. Thank you.